Yes! Hello, world! What is up? Oh, man, welcome to Build. I'm your host, Matt Forte. We are here live at the Build Studio in New York City. Our first guests are two incredibly talented young individuals who you can catch starring this weekend in Disney's highly anticipated The Lion King. Now, if you're like me, you're a human being with eyes, and you've seen the original a trillion times, but you have never seen it like this. Folks, I'm super excited because young Simba and Nala themselves, Shahadi Wright, Joseph, and J.D. McCrary are here. How about that? Are you guys excited? Because I'm excited. They're excited. I'm asking at home, are you excited? We're all very excited. We're going to bring them out in just a second. But first, I believe we have a trailer for the flick. So let's go ahead, run that clip.
Life's not fair, is it, my little friend? While some are born to feast, others spend their lives in the dark. Begging for scraps.
Everything you see exists together in a delicate balance. While others search for what they can take, a true king searches for what he can give.
Run away, Simba, and never return.
Take your place
In the circle of life.
Ladies and gentlemen, make a crazy amount of noise.
Whoa.
Shahadi Wright, Joseph, and J.D. McCrary are right here.
Sorry, I was kind of distracting y'all while you were trying to watch the trailer. I was sitting down because this chair is really comfortable.
No apologies necessary. You were just enjoying the comfortable chair.
It's really
There's nothing wrong with that.
Who made these? Who made these? I want to be
Kate,
sponsored by them.
You didn't make the chairs? I thought Kate made the chairs. Fair enough. Well, I'm glad you're comfortable. I'm glad you're here. Congratulations on this fantastic movie. You two are amazing in it.
Thank you.
And I'm so excited you're here. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I know you're very busy right now, so it means a lot. Carve out some time, come sit down in these very comfortable chairs with this wonderful audience and talk about this fantastic film. How are you guys doing? How is life? What is life even right now?
It's pretty cool. It's cool. It's awesome. It's amazing. It's stellar. Yeah. People don't use stellar enough. Stellar is a good word.
I think
stellar.
you're going to make it happen again.
Stellar.
We're going to get a lot more stellar.
It's very stellar.
It is?
Stellar is a stellar word. Yeah, stellar. Start using stellar. It's a good word.
Internet, you have been given your orders. Stellar is back. Please use stellar a lot.
Stellar.
That's fantastic. I'm so happy to hear that you're stellar right now. I saw very recently, so this is the weekend right now. It's happening. It is out finally. All this work, all this time, all this effort, all this waiting. Are you guys excited for your friends to see it, for your family to see it, the world?
Definitely.
I think I'm going to go see it with my uncle and my two little cousins. They're awesome. They're
How
like,
little are your little cousins?
my little cousins are 2 and 1. They're very precious. And they're really awesome. They're so, like, one of them has a lisp, and she's always like, cousin, and it's so...
Yeah.
That's so cool. So you guys are going to go see it together. Are you excited for your family and friends and everybody?
I really am. I'm going to go see it tonight with my family, so that's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, she lives in New York.
That's
I have
wonderful.
to fly back home.
He
And
has to fly back
Yeah.
home to watch
Okay.
the movie.
Well, then I'll make sure we don't run long. I don't want you to miss your plane.
yeah,
How many times have you guys seen it by now?
I've seen this movie. The
This
new
one right here.
or-
This,
okay.
We'll get to the old
Once.
one in a little bit. Let's talk
Seen
about
it
this new
once.
one. Seen it once at the premiere?
I've seen many clips many times.
Yeah, but it was
Too many
literally our
times.
first time seeing it at the premiere. I think that Disney did a good job, you know, because we might have spoiled it for any interviews before the movie came out.
So the first time was at the premiere. What is that moment like? You're sitting there, a packed house, people super excited. You're hearing them react to it. What did that feel like? What was that moment like?
It was really cool at the premiere. So Backstage, everyone was there. Chance the Rapper, Donald Glover, Beyonce,
So cool.
Blue Ivy, Jay-Z, me, her, everybody. Everyone was there. Yeah, it was super cool. And we just got to talk to him. I talked to Beyonce. She met Beyonce there.
Was that your first time meeting Beyonce?
Yeah, it was. It was so cool. She's such an amazing person, and she's really, really inspiring. Because I grew up listening to, all of her music, so it felt like a dream come true.
Yeah,
basically.
I can imagine. You hear music playing when you see her, and you
Yeah.
walk into the room. It's a whole thing.
As
Yeah.
soon as I saw her, it was like lights went like, ah. It was beautiful.
From what I understand, is that's a natural thing. Everyone that sees her for the first time, they hear angels sing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what happens when you meet Beyonce.
Really
It
good.
was super cool.
You collaborated with Donald before this, so I imagine you met Donald before.
I have.
Have you met Beyonce before?
Yeah, I met Beyonce before she did.
No way.
Yes, I met her months before she
Look
did.
at you living the life. How did you meet Beyonce before she did? What happened?
So, this is how the story went. I got to pull out my deep voice for this. It's very, very dramatic.
Get the deep
So-
voice going.
It was the end of the night. It was the end of the wearable art gala. It's her parents' thing. And I was leaving the building. I was out. I was going to leave. And I asked my dad, hey, Dad, can I go meet Beyonce? She's right there. It's one of my only chances. And he said, yes.
It may never happen again.
Yeah, it may never happen again. And so I asked. He said, yeah. I went over there. It was very crowded. Everyone had their own tables. There was a bunch of people there. And I made my way there. She was right there. Beyonce was in front of me. Smelled very nice. It was all up in my nostrils.
I'm transported by this story.
Yeah,
Keep going.
it was really awesome. And I saw her. I tapped her very lightly. No karate chop. Very, very lightly.
You don't karate chop back.
No,
Can't
no,
do
you
that.
don't. It was just like this. Very light. Very, very light. Very light. And so I tapped her, and she turned around, and she said, hello, it's so nice to meet you. Your voice is so beautiful. And I'm like, what? How do you know who I am?
You knew who you were.
Yes, she did. And it was cool.
Did you hear the angel singing? Did you hear?
I did.
As you approached?
I heard her singing
You heard her singing. That's
with
what
the
it is.
angels.
Yeah.
It was very nice.
That is, well, first of all, thank you for sharing those stories.
Thank you.
Here's what I'm curious about. Your first time seeing the movie, watching it with an audience, were there reactions from the crowd that you were surprised by? Did they laugh at stuff you didn't know they'd laugh at, cry at stuff you didn't know they'd cry
Well,
at?
I didn't see the movie before then, and Timon and Pumbaa, Seth Rogen, and Billy Eichner, they were freestyling a lot, so I didn't know what was going to be in there. I was in the scenes with them. They were freestyling. It was all off script. And so I didn't know it was going to be in there, and I was laughing too. It was good.
It was hilarious. Everybody was like literally dying at all of their, comedic work because they're so funny.
Yeah, they're really funny.
You can tell, and I read this, that you guys did a similar thing where this isn't usually the case with animated films or live action CG, whatever, but voiceover, when you're providing voiceover for a film, it's not the case that everybody gets to record together. Case in point, you meet them later and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
You guys recorded together.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that we actually got the opportunity to do that because I feel like it wouldn't have been as authentic or we wouldn't have sounded like we were actually friends if we hadn't worked with each other. So it was really great.
Yeah,
So
whenever
thanks.
I was in a scene with somebody, they were there with me. So it was pretty cool.
Did you guys? One of the things people are talking about, especially with Timon and Pumbaa, you can tell they're doing jokes, they're doing bits. Did you guys get an opportunity since you were working together? Did you, once you were in your character in your zone, kind of improvise and go off script a little bit?
No, I didn't improvise at all.
John kept you right on track.
No, he didn't. I did.
Oh.
I didn't want to do that.
Right. I mean,
didn't
I
want
feel like if we did improvise, he wouldn't have had any problem with it, and
Yeah.
he probably would have encouraged it. But I mean, I feel like he made the script really, really well, and I think that it was just really cool to just follow the script, and I think that's what made our, relationship and friendship really great.
There was no need for improvisation. Is that a word?
I think
Improvisation.
improvisation. Yeah.
Improvisation. See?
Yeah, you
I
guys.
know my words.
Such a good team. So as I mentioned in the green room, this is amazing. What you have done here is amazing. But prior to any of this, you two were already on your path to amazing, doing amazing things.
Yeah.
But when you get the call, when you find out that you're going to be in The Lion King, that's a huge deal no matter who you are. What was it like when you found out? Where were you when you found out you were going to be in The Lion King?
I was at home, and I was chilling. I was chillaxing. I was relaxing. I was laying down. I was chilling.
What time of day
I
was it?
was laying down and staying down. But
Was it afternoon, midday,
probably
evening?
afternoon.
Probably afternoon?
Laying down, staying down.
Okay.
I was chilling,
Chilling.
chillaxing, breezing. Stop using adjectives. Anyway, I don't think it's an adjective.
was a
Whatever.
Yeah, that was verbs. Yeah, some of those were verbs.
Verb. Yeah. Yeah. Shut up. You don't have to grammar me.
See,
He keeps you grounded.
an adjective would be like, you know, your sweater
Is
shirt
nice
is
or
yellow.
pretty or
It's
yeah. I
yellow.
get it.
It's yellow.
I get it.
I won't say it's pretty. It's yellow.
Okay. I get it.
I love this
Anyway,
Simba Nala chemistry. You guys, it is in you. It is just natural.
Yeah. So I was in my house and my mom said, "Hey, guess what?" And I was like, "What's up, Mom?" "I'm laying down. What's up?" And she said, "I got the Lion King," and we were just so excited because it was just like that.
What was your first thought?
My first thoughts.
Can you believe it? Were you in shock?
I was
Excited?
in huge shock.
Yeah.
I was very excited, and I just knew that this is gonna be one of many blessings that will come from this movie, and it was just like a dream come true, just being in it.
Definitely.
Shahadi, I had read, as many people know, you were Nala on Broadway.
Yeah.
You did a beautiful job. Let's hold for applause for a second for Nala on Broadway because she. And so what I was reading, I thought this was amazing, and I don't know if you knew this going into the process or not, but they said that when it came to finding their Nala, there was one name, it was yours.
Actually, Jon did tell me that when we
He
first
did?
started the rehearsal. When we first met him, I was like, "Oh, hi," and then he was like, "Great, you're Shahadi, right?" And I was like, "Yeah," and then he was like, "I remember when we saw your audition, we were like, we found her," and I was like, "Oh, thank you." So that feels really good.
Where were you when they told you that you were going to be Nala in the movie?
Okay, so it was about like 9 a.m. It was pretty early.
Early.
But my parents and I, we were eating breakfast,
Yeah.
and my agent called, and her assistant was really, really happy at the time. We didn't know why. So we were like, what's happening? So then he put us on the line with my agent, and then she just screamed, "You got Lion King!" And then we were like, the thing that we auditioned for like months ago, and we were just so we were just so excited, and it was just like you said, a dream come true. It was just
Pretty
magical.
amazing. We have, I wanted to throw up a photo really quick. There's one of you guys with your on-screen counterparts. I think a lot of people have seen this. So you guys face to face, which is pretty amazing.
Really cool.
Historically, famously, when the original Lion King came out, Disney animators, you go see the whole video of them sitting around in a room, and they bring a lion in,
Yeah.
and the lion sits down, and they're all sitting there drawing it. Did
Yeah.
you guys go to a zoo? Did you go to Animal Kingdom? Did you go anywhere, get close to a lion,
Well-
see a lion? Shaking his head.
See, I don't want to get close to a lion.
I
Maybe
wanna
I'll
get
see
close
a
to a
lion.
lion.
Okay, you want to get close to a lion. You don't want
Why
to.
do you
I've always
wanna
wanted
do
to
that?
meet a lion because lions are so cute.
Maybe
Very
behind like
cute.
a metal door in a glass, like
See, I
maybe
have
like that.
I have a cat at home, and she's like really lazy and spoiled. So I feel like if I see a lion, it's just gonna be a little bit more exciting. You know, I won't get too close to it, but I at least want to pet a lion.
Are you afraid of the
You
lion?
mean you're
Is
not
that-
gonna get too close? What do you think petting is? What do you're touching the lion? What do you mean you're not gonna get too close? You're touching it.
Okay, that was.
That's the
yeah.
closest you
fair.
can get.
Why can't she pet the lion? What's wrong with that?
People
That's what
pet
it's gonna do. It's
lions
gonna
every
bite
day. People pet lions like every day.
There's people whose job it is to pet lions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I would never do that. That's not smart.
See,
What-
I've always wanted
That's
to be.
a wild animal.
I've always wanted to be a marine biologist when I was younger. So, because I was like in love with the water. It was a weird time. So, then I realized that I didn't like the water. I did not like it at all. And I was like, marine biologists actually have to be close to the water. So I was like, can't do that. So how about I just be a regular biologist?
We'll just drop marine.
Yeah.
That's the only part you were uncomfortable with in the whole
Exactly.
title.
Yeah.
So just get rid of that.
Yeah.
You're good to go.
There you go.
So you're always. That's fantastic. But not for you. No, you don't want to be anywhere near the lion.
I don't. Maybe I'll see it from like afar. I've seen a lion.
What's the least scary animal for you? What's an animal you
I
will
think
pet?
the least scary animal is a rat. No,
Really?
rats are pretty
No.
scary.
Excuse
Nah, I'm tripping.
Yeah, no.
maybe
Rats are terrifying.
maybe like a no. maybe a fish. Fish aren't scary. Like a goldfish. Not
not
a
afraid
shark.
of a goldfish. No, goldfish can't do any harm.
Yeah, nah.
It's your least scary animal.
I had a goldfish when I was younger.
Yeah?
We named her Goldilocks.
Aw.
And then she died.
They often do. They're not long for this world.
Yeah,
folks.
no,
sorry,
not
Goldilocks.
really.
Kids get goldfish so they can learn
Yeah.
about, the circle of life.
Yeah, exactly.
go.
Thing is, we didn't know that we had to put her in like a tank thingy, like like a fishbowl, the bag that it came in.
You just kept the fish in the bag?
Like
Oh no, that's the whole
like, she's-
living.
we
You
were
didn't
like-
have time to get attached.
we were
Tell
like,
me.
she seems okay in the bag, right? We don't.
It had probably been like an hour. Like, oh, it's good in there. You can keep it in there.
Yeah, it was
No.
like 2 days after.
Oh my goodness.
Did you feed it?
Well, yeah, of course.
So would you open the bag?
Yeah, we
Make sure the
and then
bag didn't spill.
like,
Yeah, and then
didn't
we tied
deserve
it.
While you were doing that, at any point did you go, man, I wish this bag was rigid and like a tank of some kind, but I guess the bag is just how we do it.
See, I was like 7, and my sister was, well, she was 9. She probably should have known about that. I mean, but I was just going with the flow.
I also have a fish story. I was like 4.
Please
and my
tell.
brother and I had a fish.
Okay.
It was 2 fishes.
Goldfish?
Yeah, and they were in tanks. They weren't in a bag.
Okay.
We were
Already a
good.
step ahead.
Thought we were good, and we're like, and I'm like, no. My brother's like, yo, JD, let's feed them Oreos. They'll totally love that.
Oh,
Because we like Oreos. Why wouldn't they? And I'm like, sure, let's feed them Oreos. We fed them Oreos, and they died the next day. So,
Yeah.
yeah. It
What'd you
wasn't-
kind of
learn?
sums it up.
Don't feed your fish Oreos. Don't.
Yeah.
Don't feed them any human food.
Don't feed them Oreos. It's not smart.
At least
They-
crumble them up.
No, don't.
You just put a whole Oreo in the tank,
Stuff
didn't
the
you?
Oreo.
Yeah, and
Again,
I was like
circle
3.
of life.
All right, don't. I was 3. I
Circle
was
of life.
young. I didn't know any better.
People at Disney are watching this going, stop talking about the fish. Stop talking about the fish. Get back to the movie. All right, so I can spend a whole hour with you guys and your fish stories, but all right. So you get the movie. You're gonna be Simba. You're gonna be Nala. You're freaking out. It's amazing. You find out that you're gonna be your future Beyonce and Donald Glover. That's amazing. Did you know that going in? They tell you that day one, or did that come later?
No, actually, when I was auditioning, I remember Beyonce was being considered for the role, but I didn't know that she had actually gotten the role. So I was just really hoping that she would get the role because I really wanted to meet her, and I'm
And
so
she
glad that I
did get the role, and she did meet her.
Yeah.
So
there we go.
yeah, that's how it works.
Did you have to forget any of like what you learned on Broadway, or did you use what you learned on Broadway? Because it's such a different medium. It's the same character, but it's a different way to tell a story.
Right. I think that I kind of used it to my advantage just because, it was definitely a different style of acting, and I've never done voice acting before, so it was definitely new for me. And I think that it actually helped to know a bunch of the characteristics of the character,
What was the crazy? Because everything about this movie, obviously you guys are fantastic in it, but it also a big part of the story looks incredible. I've never seen anything like it. What was it like being a part of that, making something that people haven't seen before? What was new? What was crazy for you guys on the back end? Did you do anything that was that nobody's done before? Did you see stuff that nobody's seen before? Making a movie this way? Like,
Yeah, I guess just being a part. I just want to say being a part of a Disney movie is huge honor, and there was a lot of stuff that I don't think you would think that they had. Maybe you would. I don't know.
what
but
surprised you?
they had a VR, and yes, they had a VR system, and put on the VR, and we saw Pride Rock, we saw the watering hole, we saw the elephant graveyard, we saw the savannah, we saw it all, and it was all in VR, and so it felt so real. And when we looked down, we were all up in the sky, and it was really scary.
I felt like I was going to fall.
Yeah, I felt like I was gonna fall too, but we didn't fall. It was good.
So you guys, how much did you do that? I would assume before you started doing your VO work, so you can
It was
kind of
like
get
the
used
first day, actually.
Yeah, just about. It was
Yeah,
like the
John
first
was
day.
like, before we start, we just want to show you a little something. And that
a
was
little something.
Yeah, a little something. He
We're
was
gonna
like,
transport you to
he was
Pride
like, it's
Rock.
only first stages, and it's not that great. It looked amazing.
It looked really good.
Oh, wow.
It was really cool.
When you finally saw, I know it's like connecting two distant memories, but like compared to the VR and when you saw the finished movie, like how big, it already looked amazing. How big of a jump was it? Could you believe? Like, oh my God, they added this, they added that. Look at this, look at that.
Even though we weren't in a VR watching the real movie, it
Yeah.
felt like we were. It
Yeah.
felt like you were really there with Simba and Nala and Mufasa and everyone in the cast. It was amazing.
That was like the first moment where I really knew that like this movie was going to be so big.
I saw a video. You guys were running around because I mentioned, seeing the lions and whatnot. That you guys went to Animal Kingdom.
We did.
for a
We
day.
saw some
Animal Kingdom
lions.
was so
You saw lions. Was that a safe
We
distance
saw
for
lions.
you
It was at a safe distance.
to observe
It was like
lions?
maybe
But
100
we
feet.
saw lions, and we saw giraffes, and we saw a hippo, and we saw some African wild dogs. It was
Flamingos.
like, really, really cool. Flamingos. Yeah.
Did you guys go to any of the rides as well? Did you go to Everest or
See-
any of that stuff?
I did.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you explain
I
yourself.
don't like roller coasters. I hate them. I hate them.
She
I don't like
doesn't.
roller coasters.
That's
She
interesting.
didn't go on it.
Yeah.
So you'll go up and hug a lion, but you won't get in a roller coaster.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
See, that doesn't. I don't understand that.
Yin and yang. You guys complement one another.
Yeah.
It's perfect. Did you do? This is my last because I love the Disney. I'm a Disney Parks nerd. Did you do? It's not a roller coaster. Did you do Pandora? Did you go
Yes,
Flight
we
to
did do
Passage?
that
You
one.
did Flight.
That one
Okay,
was
that you
fun.
can handle.
That one
That's
was
kinda,
fun.
It's like a bridge between roller
Yeah,
coaster and VR.
that
kinda
one was
thing.
so cool.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah,
That's a
Avatar was
fun
good.
experience.
It really felt like we were there.
Yeah.
It was super cool. The water was splashing on
It
us.
was
We
awesome.
went by the wa- it
Here's a
was-
big question. You guys, you're Simba and Nala, VIP. You didn't have to wait in the line. They brought you right up. They do it. Don't be ashamed. Talk about it.
I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you.
You get the tour guide. They take care of you.
Yes.
Yeah, they
Good,
did.
of course. That's
It
the
was
way it should be.
fantastic.
They
You
treated
worked
us
very
very.
hard.
And it was great because we also got to be the grand marshals in the parade that day.
That's
so
as
that
cool as it
was
gets.
Really
We were
cool.
smiling a lot. We were
Yeah.
smiling hard. My cheeks started to hurt. It was like,
Right, and our in the car, my sister and JD's brother also got to be in the float, and we were just waving for like 12 minutes and
my cheeks
smiling,
started
and our
twitching.
cheeks.
That doesn't sound long until you got to do it.
Oh,
Well,
yeah, it
that's
really
a long
doesn't.
time to have
Yeah.
to wave and
but
smile.
it was really cool being the grand marshals.
Yeah.
Thank you, Disney. Yeah, you're awesome.
Shout out to you guys.
We're gonna go. We've got questions from the audience. We've got questions from Twitter. We're gonna do that in a second. But you know, we're talking about being a part of a Disney movie, being a part of the Disney family. It's an amazing, huge family to be a part of. What do you want to do? What the dream thing? Disney calls you up tomorrow. They go, hey, we need you to do this thing now. This is it, and it's your dream project. It is blank. You got to come be blank in this thing. What is it? You could be
Miles
anything.
Morales.
Miles.
Princess
Oh,
Tiana.
I really want to be Miles Morales.
Those were immediate. Those, you guys are ready.
We've been thinking of that.
I think I can be Miles Morales. I almost said Michael Myers.
Maybe you can.
Yeah, too.
Not Michael Myers, no.
You can do it. Not a big scary movie fan.
No.
I don't know. Maybe
See,
he likes scary movies.
I don't like scary
He hasn't
movies.
even seen Us yet.
I was gonna say, have you seen Us?
I wanted to on a plane, but you know, I woke up like an hour later. I didn't know what happened.
See,
I was
I was-
watching it, and then it was like the cabin windows are opening, and I was like, what's going on?
Cabin windows
I don't
are
know.
open.
The cabin doors.
I'm not gonna lie.
In
This
the
sounds
air.
pretty made up. It sounds like you're making this up as you go. You just
No.
didn't want to watch Us, man.
Oh,
I'm not
yeah.
trying to
It was
call you
over when
out.
I
Oh
woke
yeah,
up.
the flight, it was really funny. We were going to Orlando, and then I was asleep at the time, but my sister woke me up. She was like, "Oh yeah, we're going to Tampa." I was like, "Why?" And then they were like, "Yeah, you were asleep, but they said that we didn't have enough fuel or something like that." And I was like, I missed all of that.
It's a scary thing to miss while you're sleeping. It's probably better to
Yeah, a
sleep
little
through
bit.
that.
Yeah, but I asked my mom. I was like, would it be a little weird if I watched Us on the plane? And my mom was like, yeah, a little bit. And then I was like, okay, I'll just watch Rent.
Do you do that? Do you watch stuff that you've been in, or is it unique to Us that you wanted to watch Us
Yeah,
in
I
that
think
moment?
that it was only Us. I feel like I won't watch anything else that I was in.
Was this easier because like it's just your voice? You don't have to see your face, up on the screen and all that sort of stuff.
Definitely.
Yeah. What about you watching stuff that you're in, things you've
I like
done? You were
watching
in
stuff
Little
that
and
I'm in.
whatnot. Yeah.
I
You
like
like
to
seeing it? Yeah.
critique myself to make sure I don't do anything that I don't like again.
Got it.
Myself too much. So that's why I don't like watching my own
it's
stuff.
hard,
Because then
yeah.
I'll just be focused on all the things that I could have done better.
Yeah.
And then when somebody asks me if I liked my own movie, I'll be like, I could have done a lot of things better.
Yeah, but I like watching the things that I'm in.
Yeah.
Wow. I can assure you, 1,000%, I wouldn't have asked you to do anything better in this one. You were wonderful. JD, you guys are both wonderful in this. You did a fantastic job. You should be very proud.
Thank you.
I could hang out with you all day and tell you guys are so much fun, but I do want to make sure we have time for all the fans. This is a question from our people out there on Twitter. Edward is the man asks,
Edward.
oh, it's a great question. What is your favorite song from The Lion King?
My favorite song
Hakuna
from
Matata.
Yeah, Hakuna Matata. I was gonna say that, but I was gonna be like, my favorite song from The Lion King. I was gonna draw it out, but it's Hakuna Matata.
Yeah, that's Edward right there. Edward, what's up?
Edward is the man. You
Edward
the man,
Sanchez.
Edward.
Edward is the man.
You are.
You know what I like about that too is he got in early. That's not like Edward is the man 1, 2, 3. Edward man underscore. No, it's just he got it.
Yeah.
That proves his status as man. Good job,
Yeah.
Edward.
Yeah, he got it
We got another one from Twitter. This is from XX_ music is love.
Music is love.
I watched The Lion King yesterday, and you two were amazing! Exclamation
you.
point. I agree. XX music is love. I loved how Just Can't Wait to Be King was revamped. Was there any pressure in making it your own, but staying true to the original version? You two were singing it in notes
it.
that I could never sing. Good job. What do you guys
you.
think? Was there pressure?
thank
How'd
you,
you make
Music
it your
is Love.
own?
Well, I think that we tried to keep, you know, even our, you know, regular lines as authentic as possible to the original movie, but also, you know, revamping it and, you know, turning it into our own so that people can, you know, differentiate between the original and the remake. So I think that we really had a lot of fun just trying to, you know, make the song our own because Mr. Pharrell and Mr. Hans Zimmer, you know, they gave us a lot of freedom to basically just do whatever we wanted in the song so that, you know, people can see that, you know, it's really us.
Yeah, what she said, we tried to keep it as authentic. I'm not Englishing today. Authentic as possible to the original, but we chose some parts where we did something different, like a few riffs or something like that, singing. And so we just tried to keep it authentic, but also put our own flavor on it.
We had mentioned early talking about the original movie. We didn't really get too much into it, but the big question that everybody asks, you know, obviously you guys have seen it. You grew up with it, I assume. It existed. You existed, therefore you saw it. Here's the question I have. Did you stay away from it once you found out you were going to be making your own version of it?
No, I did not. I wanted to practice and make sure that I knew what I was going to do.
Yeah.
So
I would always like go back and watch it, review it.
Yeah, just refresh our memories.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody's approach is different. I'm always interested when we get someone that's doing like a new version or a remake of something of how they treat the existence of the original. Because I don't know, like, it doesn't make it easier for you. Does it make it harder? Is it like, you know, stuff like that? And it sounds like, you guys used it sort of like as reference to go back and look at. Yeah,
definitely. Just like story-wise, I think.
Yeah, no doubt. Cool, very good. Well, great questions from Twitter. Kate, do I have any in the room? She's telling me I do. I've got two. First question, microphone, do it up. Hello.
Hey, hello.
Hello.
So you both were in two other movies that premiered earlier this year.
Yes, ma'am.
Both. Yes, ma'am. But how was it like to transition from those characters to the ones you play in Lion King?
Right. Well, we recorded The Lion King before we did any of our other movies, and so it was kind of easier transitioning from one thing, like a happy lion, to something darker, and a happy lion to someone stuttering. So it wasn't that bad. We just had to really figure out our roles and figure out what we were gonna do.
Yeah, definitely.
How long ago? Thank you so much for your question. How long ago did you guys finish the voice work for this? It's been a while.
2 years ago. The last time I did anything was February of last year. Wow. But that was just like some little stuff just to fix some words. My brother did some stuff that day. But yeah, we finished about 2 years ago.
Yeah, I didn't go in for any ADR, but I did. The last time that we recorded was when we sang Just Can't Wait to Be King. Yeah. And that was literally like 2 summers ago, I think.
2 summers ago.
Yeah.
And it's summer now.
Yeah.
Between then and now, did they keep you like looped into like, hey, here's what it looks like so far? Or did you guys were you just waiting?
No. We were actually like really surprised whenever there would be another trailer or a poster come out. We would be like, oh, they didn't even tell us.
Ooh.
Oh, that movie's still happening.
Yeah.
I didn't actually know, like when the posters came out for like JD, McCrary, Simba. I didn't know until like a 2 weeks.
Wow.
After it came out.
Yeah, but it was on social media, but I didn't really look at it. And so
that's wild.
I figured it out once my parents brought me to the store and I saw it.
Yeah. That's so crazy. Wow. Was that hard to not see anything for that long, or did it get easier?
No, it wasn't hard.
It got easier as it just kept getting closer to the date.
Yeah. Excited.
Yeah.
Cool.
Excitement.
All right, Kate, we got one more question. Let's do it up. Make it a good one. You got a microphone. Hello.
So how did being fans of the superstars who play the older versions of your lion selves inspire your voice acting and your singing in the movie? And have you guys listened to the Gift album yet?
Oh, yes, I have.
Well, my voice is in Beyonce's new album. That's her album. Yeah, my voice is in there. Me. I'm in Beyonce's album. I'm in the credits. Yeah. She's in it too.
Yeah, thank you.
So I guess what really inspired me about being the younger version of someone that I'm a fan of, it's just like a real honor being someone that, you know, I really look up to, and I guess it really affected my performance. I guess I just had to keep in mind that I'm a young Donald Glover and he's an older me, and so it's awesome just being a fan of someone and being them, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the album was so incredible. I just listened to a little bit of it this morning. It was really amazing. And yeah, we were on the album.
Our voices
so that
are on the album.
That was so cool. And I'm really just really excited for you guys to see this film. I mean, I don't know if you guys have seen it already. Yeah, there you go.
Thank you for the question.
Some people have seen it. Yeah, it's out now and it's happening. People are very excited about it. Last thing, what do you do next? You're in a movie with you're credited on a Beyonce record.
I am.
What do you do next with your life?
Well, I just came out with an EP a few days ago. If you guys are fans of me or anything,
What's the name of the
check
EP?
it out. The name of it is Shine.
Exactly.
Just Shine. Just one word, Shine. So check that out. I have 3 singles out also.
Yeah.
Keep in Touch is one of them. That's the name of it. My name, not my literal name, just my name, 2 words. And Inviting All of You. That's another song. And I'm also coming out with the EP not too long from here. So
Look at you. That's a lot of music. That's fantastic.
yeah, thank you.
Shahadi, what are you working on? What do you got? What do you want to do next?
Right, yeah. I also have a single out called Skin I'm In. And that just got exclusively debuted by Billboard a couple days ago. So you guys can check that out. It's on Spotify and all streaming platforms.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Amazing. Skin I'm In, Shine, EP, and more music on the way. All of it on Spotify.
Yes.
Yes.
And then I will remind the 2 people on Earth that don't realize this movie's happening this weekend that The Lion King, it's in theaters now. It's outstanding. You have to see it to believe it. It really is something. And these 2 are absolutely exceptional in it.
Thank you.
So if for no other reason, go see them be wonderful, or go hear them be wonderful, really. And speaking of wonderful, both of you, thank you so much for being wonderful guests
Thank you,
today. I had
sir.
so much fun with you guys. Thank you guys for being a great audience. Your instincts are correct. Keep it going, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise. Shahadi Wright, Joseph, and JD McCrary right here. Do it up. Come on.
Thank you.